The intellectual property of the Office of the Philippines continues to accept applicants for its Green Technology Incentive Program. To give us more details about this, we have in the studio IPOPHL Deputy Director General Anne Claire Cabochan. Good morning, Attorney. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, Paolo, and thank you for the invitation.
Attorney, this program here, the Green Technology Incentive Program, if I'm not mistaken, was launched last November. Could you give us a brief background on why this program is there and what it does?
Well, the program really is a very firm push to be able to get more patent applications that would help on climate change mitigation as well as sustainable agriculture and practices. So even in the World Intellectual Property Organization, there is a WIPO Green thrust, and as a member of WIPO, this is the Philippines also doing its part so that it's a global effort. So the Green Tech program that was launched last year, that is going to be ongoing for at least a year, will encourage inventors to file their patents on green technologies, and they will be receiving waived fees for certain fees under our processes, whether it's an invention, a patent, a utility model, or an industrial design. And they will be given hand-holding as to how it is written well and all the patent application, as well as expedited filing.
So expedited filing,
Process, yes.
waived fees, and a bit of hand-holding,
Yes.
I think is the term you use. And if I'm not mistaken, this is part of a bigger program that IPOPHL actually has with regard to green innovation, green energy, green technology,
Yes.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, actually, we have a flagship program called Socially Relevant Technologies. It has been there since 2020, and every year the IPOPHL comes out through the Documentation, Information, and Technology Transfer Bureau with themes. Like for 2020, I think it was on water resources. The second year, it was on sustainable packaging. Last year, it was using AI for agricultural processes.
Yes.
So every single year, we have these theme, and not only the capacity building, but there's also a contest where there are prizes given to the inventors who win. So this is really part of that entire package of programs under the IPOPHL, where we would like to encourage more applications for green tech, green processes, and green products.
Can you give us examples of those who have applied and already have been part of this program in particular?
Because the Green Tech project is very, very recent, and it's still undergoing the process for application, and there's a confidentiality clause. I would like to give the example under the SRT.
Okay.
So in 2021, one of our contestants was engineer Mark Kennedy Bantugon, who came out as the winner under the intermediate level. He invented the Pili seal, which is an aeronautic seal. It's used for airplanes.
Okay.
So he won in our SRT contest in 2021, but he went on to win so many other competitions on the global stage, even the world competition in Geneva. And so he has already been able to have investors interested in his product. And from what we know, more than 100 million worth of investments are already into producing that Pili seal.
Incredible. Of course, it's, again, it just starts with an idea and it builds on from that. And actually, we showed also a while ago the type of classifications that could fall under this particular program, this Green Technology Incentive Program, if I'm not mistaken: solar energy, waste management, sustainable agriculture. So there's so many things, as we're seeing there on the screen, so many things that people could work on. We're also seeing the incentives are available for up to 30 patented, 60 utility models, and 60 industrial designs. When you mention all of that, so it is limited, if I'm not mistaken. It is limited, the amount of the scope of this incentive program when in regard to the number of patents that could be given out.
Yes, there is an number of slots available. First, because we would also have to consider the kind of examination that goes into every single application and the number of examiners we have under this fast track as well as the regular track. So we would like to make sure that our regular operations are not also affected, given that we are self-sustaining. We are a self-sustaining government agency, and we would like to make sure that all the processes proceed really as without any hitches, because we have not overextended our capacity.
What are the requirements for those who are interested in applying?
For the green tech, it is very important that first you use the application form for green technology, because if you do not use that form, you will automatically go to the queue for regular processing.
So there's a specific form for this?
There is a specific form. If you look at our website, it will show you that form. Use that form. And of course, you will have to fill out the application forms and attach all the necessary documents for your application. It could be an abstract, it could be a drawing, it could be, for patents, what the claim is, and all those, a description of that claim. So then the applicant can choose, for instance, for patents, which fees he would like to waive, whether it's the early publication or the request for substantive examination fee that is going to be waived. So then it will go through expediting processing. For patents, Paolo, the processing time, because it requires an inventive step, is usually 4 years.
Really?
That is already among the fastest in ASEAN.
Okay.
Even around the world.
All right.
That's why you hear the term patent pending.
Yes.
But there's already a protection given when your patent application is pending. But if you go through expedited processing, and if the applicant is also very responsive when there are comments to the application, what he needs to do, what he needs to tweak, under the expedited filing, it will probably just be in 1 year.
Wow.
2 years, I mean.
Okay.
For Engineer Bantugon, it was 1.5 years, because he was very responsive when he was guided us to the process.
Well, first of all, that is a big jump in
It
terms
is.
of the duration of this entire process. And as we mentioned a while ago, there is a limited amount of slots.
Yes.
And if I'm not mistaken, there's also a deadline date. I think it's November 2025. Just how quickly have the applications been pouring in? If you could give us a bit of knowledge on that, para lang those interested know about the sense of urgency required when it comes to all of this.
First of all, the 1 year term could be extended if we see that there is really the need for us to give it to more applicants. On how many applications have been filed to date? Not a lot.
Not a lot.
Yes, and because they're under the confidentiality period as of this time.
Yeah, we cannot say how many.
So not a lot. So there is a lot of slots available for patents, for utility models, for industrial design. So for our inventors, our designers out there, please take a look at our website, and probably they would qualify for the Green Tech project.
Well, hopefully after this interview, dumami na po. And yung mga mag-a-apply. And again, for those who want to apply, where can they get the form?
It's downloadable, because all our processes, Paolo, are online. So from start to finish.
Thank you so much. That is IPOPHL Deputy Director General Anne Claire Cabochan with all of that insight. We really appreciate it, and hopefully we get to see more green technology innovations being filed soon, and that we can discover more about it, and hopefully successful ones as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much.